Okay, we are live. You make sure we're live on the other side. Okay, hold on just a second. Okay, I'm muted. I wanted to make sure I was muted on that side. Okay, so what we're going to do today is, I've already shared it everywhere. We are going to go, okay, this is Strathmore's pastel paper, and I did a video where I worked with the pastels for the first time, and I did this picture. Okay, so what we're going to do today is this pastel paper comes with different toned, they're differently toned. And what I did was I drew the same picture, but on each one of these different toned pastel papers that was in there. And today we get to pick which one we're going to work with. So I thought I'd wait a minute or two to see if anybody's going to make it in here. I was hoping Mark would. Hello, Elegant. How are you today? I'm going to work with pastel paper today. I'm trying to pick which color I want to work with today. They're toned. So there's a blue one. This one's kind of a brown one. This one is kind of is like a green one. I want to see if the pastels, if there's difference, you know. I want to see if, because of the background, if it makes the colors different and how it would change her. So which one do you pick one? The blue, the green, or the brown? The brown tan. Which one do you think we should try with? And since you're the only one in here right now, Elegant, you get to pick. The blue one. Okay, we'll try the blue one today. Let me put these others back up for now. How we may get enough done where we can do another one, who knows. Okay, so we're going to put her here. These are the tools that we use. And they're very hard for me to get used to, but I will. And rather than using a palette where you put you use paper, it's to blend and mix. The tan one wouldn't work. You don't think? I don't know. And then you also use these things that are like makeup sponges, but they're more dense than your makeup brush. And these that come with it also look like brushes that you would use for eye makeup. I have washed them. They're washed, so nothing should come off. So what I'm going to do is we're going to make a skin tone. I'm going to find my colors, get my colors going. So tell me how you're doing today, Elegant. Okay, and here the bottom one has all these little placements. Hey, Stephanie, how you doing, love? I'm going to work on pastel today. Let me show you real quick. I did this one the other day on this lighter paper. It's pan pastel, or it's a pastel. Strathmore's pastel paper. Well, those little makeup brushes came with it. Anyway, I'm going to use a toned paper, Elegant Pick, the blue one. It's the same picture. I just want to see if it's different at all. So we could try the lips first. Thank you, Stephanie. I want to see how the lips do. And that would be telemarketers. I bet you. Yep, right on cue. I thought Mark was going to be in here, but I think he may have fell asleep. Because you know he works graveyards. How are you ladies doing? Hey, Dee Dee. Dee Dee, I'm trying to learn how to work these pan pastels. I'm using a toned paper because I did this one on this paper. So I did the same drawing on 3 different other toned papers that are pan pastel papers. Or, yeah, they're pastel papers you're supposed to be able to work with. I find that so far I like, oh, well, thank you. I like cardstock better than the paper that's made for the pan pastels. Isn't that crazy? Anyway, I wanted to see with the tone paper how much of a difference the same picture will look. Does that make sense? I just want to see if there's going to be any difference. But you're far more knowledgeable of this, so tell me, am I barking up the wrong tree on this one? Or is she going to look the same? Yeah, I find it's, yes. Okay, so it's not just me. Well, I bought it thinking it was the right thing to do, but I'm just not feeling it. But I bought it, so I will use it till it's gone. I just won't do it again. It's like, well, I actually feel like I can maneuver the pastels better on cardstock than I can. But what? And I'll blend it more later. And I still go over some of these things with my Prismacolor pencils. I know. I love my Prismacolor pencils. And I bought a fixative so I can hold these in place. So I feel like I can smooth it out better when I'm using cardstock versus this. Good. I'm glad I'm not the only one. Thank God. If you guys are not subscribed to Dee Dee, you need to. She has got an amazing channel. The woman has more artistic knowledge. She'll have forgotten more than I'll ever learn. And she's amazing at it. She does lives. Oh, I can't remember what lives you have. Is it Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays? Mondays and Wednesdays and sometimes Fridays? Do I have that days right, Dee Dee? I kind of like to rough things in and then go back and make them sure them all up. Monday and Wednesdays. Okay. Monday and Wednesdays. And she's East Coast elegant, so you stop doing Fridays. Well, you've got so much to do that you don't even do on camera. I mean, you just don't do the stuff on camera. I don't know how you do it all. I have trouble committing to my lives. I can't even commit to days. I like to rough things in and then go back and then make them talk, if that makes any sense. I thought I was going to have my mark in here, but I think I messed around and waited too long, and he went to sleep. You know, he works them graveyards, so he's not around as much as we like. You're still in stick figures. Oh my God, I don't know how to draw. I'm not that good. Are you kidding me? I do not know how to draw. And I don't even know which brush I should be using. You know, all these different little things that I'm like, I don't even know how these are supposed to work. And I have to learn to be light-handed. Uh-oh. Well, I know you do that for them. And I also know you do portraits for people too. What does it cost to have a portrait done by you? What size are they? Elegant says, why do you have to cut back on your portraits? Elegant says, I'm on Abstract's channel because I might be able to pour paint someday. There's some paint pours. I have a whole thing on paint pours. Those are really easy. 9 by 12. That's not a bad picture. Why have you had to cut back on that? Yeah, I bet they do. They're very gorgeous. You've shown some of them you know, a little bit on your channel before. I'm trying to use the same colors as I did on the other picture so that we have a fair comparison when it's all said and done, how she looks. Trust me, I know I'm writing a book and it's taken over a lot of my time. Okay, so from what I've watched, this is what your palette is. Hello, Nana's Cooking. How are you? My book is about shifters that are wolves. They're people that shift into wolves and not the scary horror type. These people have lives. They're based out of Colorado because I live in New Mexico. I live in the Four Corners, but I'm also 45 minutes from the Colorado state line. And in the real world, blend colors together on a sponge. One of these guys, right? This one, I'm thinking. Because flush for paint is cad red, cad yellow with a hint of blue or green, and I mean a hint. So yellow, there's red. Ooh, I don't know if I should use green or blue on that sucker. If that's the best size you have, but you can go to a larger size. Well, I only have these two guys. This one looks like a makeup sponge, and this one, I don't know, it just looks like a finger. But is this one bigger, do you think? Use the tool on the stick to pick the colors up. Put on the sponge to blend and take that off. Oh, well, dang. Okay, we will. Me and my left hand. This guy. You, the sponge next to the palette, mix on. Guys, make me break is over. Got to go back to work. Okay, Ellen. Elegant, be safe, honey. I don't know if it's going to work. Am I misunderstanding what you're telling me? Put each color on by itself and then just do it in layers? Is that what you're saying? I can do that if that's what you're saying. You are doing it right. Oh, okay. I was freaking out for a second there. There's too much red. It looks like there's too much red in it. See? That might make it darker. Okay, so let's see what happens. No, blend on the sponge. Add more yellow. That's what I thought because it just looks too red. Anyway, back to the book. And in our real world, Colorado used to have the largest gray wolf in North America. And we humans have all been pick up the color with it. Oh, I gotcha. Move this out of the way. We'll start with the neck. Ooh, let's not use that one. Now it's freaking yellow. You are using a larger spoon as a mixing palette. I gotcha. And I don't like this brush. It's not picking it up. Well, it's picking up is the yellow. You have to put, that's what I'm thinking. I don't think there's enough on here. As you see, it's just come, it looks yellow to me, but on my screen, it looks like it's kind of a fleshy tone, but to me, it looks really yellow. So y'all keep talking while I keep adding to this palette, because this isn't like playing with acrylics. I love the way the effects of these are at the end of the day. And Dee Dee's also on Instagram. You guys can see a lot of her work on there. It is wow. Burr the color will be blended before it hits the paper. Burr. What does burr mean? Can y'all see what I'm doing? Oh, but. Okay, so in real life, we humans have annihilated the gray wolf out of existence in Colorado. Also, the grizzly bear is totally gone in Colorado. The only places you can find a gray wolf in Colorado, mind you, is through a zoo or a wildlife preserve. There's actually 3 of them in Colorado. So since I live in the Four Corners, I am quite aware of a lot of wolf lore because I'm only 45 minutes from the Navajo Reservation. So I was raised around that as well. And I'm just kind of like that anyway. You know, it's just who I am. Anyhow, so I decided, so this book is about a wolf pack that also has the wildlife preserve to help preserve the gray wolf. They've gotten, you know, several of them in their preserve. Mind you, they're also shift-shifters, so they can shift as well. So you have the natural wolf, and then you have the shapeshifters. And in this story, there's a love interest in this particular book. The female's actually human, and the male is a shapeshifter. and there's going to be a battle. Of course, you have to have some kind of battle going on. And then, so there's going to be a fight. This book is not for children at all. I got new paint today. Gosh, for painting the body art. Awesome. The cutting board, she makes a lot of stuff for faces. She makes masks and stuff. Her channel's fun to watch. I sit back and lurk. I don't comment in the comment section. I just sit back and watch her do her thing. You do a lot of cosplay stuff, right? The cutting board? So does that look yellowish to y'all, or does that look fleshy? But I think I have to do more layers because, like, you can see the blue underneath it. I don't know. We'll see what happens when I get her all done. So anyway, the book is going to have a love interest. It's not made for kids because there's going to be sex in it. So if you're not into sex, you don't want to read this book either. But I'm on chapter 5. I don't like this paper either. I find that I did better with I did something on it. What the heck did I do? Oh, I did an adult color page with it. And I used the pastels on that little girl, the one with the little girl, the video with the little girl. I showed you, I had done it, the same little girl in acrylic paint at one time, and then I did her in the pastels, and I did a comparison. There's a video on it. And it seems smoother to me. But I paid money for this, so I'm going to use it up. I don't know how when. I don't know. There's different sizes of these brushes. I don't know which ones I'm supposed to be using. So that's kind of a brief synopsis of my book. I'm decided after listening to, oh, I can't think of that crafter's name. She's got pink hair. She's pretty well known. She's from Canada, that just had her publisher go belly up with her book. And so anything that is bought from the book, and they didn't even pay her last royalties. I'm going to self-publish. I think I'm going to go through Amazon. But I do want it to go audiobook as well. So right now I'm going to get the book done. Then it has to go through the editing process, which is where they go through and they tear. Yeah, Valley J. Yeah, after I watched her video on what happened, I've decided that I'm just going to self-publish. But I have to do I have to get the editor done first. And I'm on chapter 5. Each chapter you have to have between 6,000 and 7,000 words. And each book needs to have between 65 and 100,000 words. And there needs to be at least 10 chapters. And I'm going to need a cover done for it. Hint, hint, wink, wink, dee dee. I'm not talented enough to do an illustrated cover for my book. But I think that the only way somebody could really get the cover right is if they actually read the book to grasp the meaning. Does that make sense? So Amazon is no good. Yes, Amazon is who I'm going to do it through. Bally J had a publisher, but Amazon is who I'll go through to do my self-publishing, because they do it all. They do the Kindle, they do the ebook, they do print on demand. So if people are traditional, like I like to be traditional and I like to handhold my books, but also because a lot of times when I put music over all my videos, but 9 times out of 10, I'm either listening to it live while I work, or I'm listening to an audiobook, online while I work. And then I just, mute it all out and add music. But my videos usually are an hour or so longer, and I edit them down to minutes so that they fit into the YouTube's guidelines. And we've all become so instant gratification. We have to keep our videos short. Yes, there's formats you have to do and all kinds of stuff. They won't tell you what to do. When you're ready to publish, it's how that one works, Nana. And then when you need it to get edited, you can pay them to do the editing and stuff. There's different, go to the bottom of your Amazon page, and I think it should tell you something about it, where you can go and research it, or go to Google and research how it all works. I have a friend that actually has 5 books on Amazon, so he's going to help me through it all. But I am going to need an illustrator, someone to illustrate the cover. I'll have to talk to Dee Dee about that. I'll have to message you through like Instagram or something, Dee Dee. But I think I should wait till the book's done. I know I'm going to have to do a darker line here to make it distinguished between her jaw and her neck. I'm just trying to rough it all in, and then we'll go back over it. I don't know anybody that does that. Did you? I do. I think you're right, but I don't know anybody that does that. A digital artist, yeah. And I want someone that I can relate to. You know what I mean? Was told you had to be careful about what? I have another question for you. Can you safely do reviews on YouTube? What do you mean? What do you mean, Nana, safely do reviews? We do reviews all the time. What are you talking about? Just be specific. You have to be careful about what? Be very specific, because I'm not sure what you're talking about. Like, the way I titled this video, is that what you're talking about? This live? How I'm doing a review of the Strathmore? Is that what you're referring to, Nana? I mean, if you get things sent to you to review them, well, I don't know what you mean by be careful. If you're going to review them, most people I know are going to be honest about it. They're not going to say they like something if they don't. And if they're sending them to you and they're not paying you, now I do notice there's a whole thing out there where people are, I've gotten several emails of people who want me to review items for them on my YouTube channel, but they want me to purchase said item and then reimburse me. And all they're looking for, and I won't do that, but what they're looking for is you to do a review and whatnot on their Amazon page, because those stars and stuff where they say, you know, review this item, the more stars they get, the higher in their algorithm for them to be thrown up for people to see. Everything's about algorithms nowadays. Am I doing this correctly, Dee Dee? If somebody wants me to review an item, they're going to have to mail it to me. They're not going to expect me to buy it. That's ridiculous. I'm with you. I'm with you on that, Dee Dee. I remember I had to really go over that other one with one of these sponges to blend, 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 to smooth it out where it didn't look so rough right here. And Mark said I had to lighten up he said I was too heavy handed. Thanks, Stephanie. I don't think you can see. I keep adding to the, it really almost looks kind of a pinky on this camera, but it's not pink. Crap, I got some of it in that. Trying to blend it kind of like I would an acrylic. Crazy, I know. I'm looking, I keep hearing the thing, my notifications going off. Keep looking up to see if y'all are talking. She kind of looks like she's got a disease. I'm really going to have to blend. I think Saturday, Stephanie, I will do part 2 to that romantic country on the midnight moon one. Last weekend was my grandson's birthday and it was Easter, and I just ended up so tired I couldn't do anything. You can see, oh look what it did. It tore a hole in my what you call it, my doodah. Yes, the paper is rough. And you know how much trouble I had getting this on? Because the hole is really tiny. You kind of have to kind of wiggle it on. But I really like these pan pastels. Oh, I hate trying to fit them in the hole. I'm trying to be careful that I don't break it. It's almost all the way on. See, it's a process. Nobody knows a better process of getting these suckers on there. Okay. Y'all are all quiet in there. Watching and working. Oh, good deal. I see why you have people put things in caps, Dee Dee, because it really stands out to where I'm like, oh, okay, she's talking to me. Now I know why you do it. So when they're talking to you, you want it all in caps. I get it now. I'm trying to do it as much like the other one as possible. You'll be there for sure Saturday? Good. I wonder. I want a little bit of You thought the sponge was an ear? That's funny. She's kind of scary looking still. But you know, it all has a scary stage. I can't stand it. I can't stand it. I have to find where is it? I need her to not look like a freaking zombie right now. Eyes are my thing, and I can't stand it. I got to get these not looking so dead so that it'll help. I got to get her eyes waking up. We have to have some woke up eyes. Okay, Dee Dee, thank you, hon. I'll post the finished picture on Instagram so you can see how it finally turned out. Thanks for coming in, Dee Dee. You mean fake eyelashes? I think we need more. Layers and layers and layers. I'll make her 3D. That's something to think about. So let's try. Isn't it though? I try. Because you have to be. I'm going to try and. Try to get giving it dimensions here. So we'll go. So even now we got more of a chin. Hey, Azure, how are you? Trying to work on this blue. I did it on this one on the lighter color pastel paper, and now we're doing it on the blue one. Elegant picked that one out. Going slow but good. Do you have the blender pen pastel yet? No, I don't. I do need one of those. I need a neck lift. I'm going to need a whole facelift. Need Why do you think you need a neck lift, Stephanie? Everything is toned except one little piece behind my chin. Well, they had those mini facelifts. Look at them lips. She got some red lips. But it makes her nose stand out better now. Does it look like it highlighted it? I don't think so. Yep. If you want a lift, go get you a chin lift, Sister Sue. Are you still packing your house up to move? Yeah, I know. Hat, I know what you're saying. Oh. During you work, oh, burning what? You burning stuff from outside or stuff from in the house? What do y'all think? This is the blue. Wait, I need to do something with my pencil here real fast. What do y'all think? Okay, so let's compare if we can. This is the first one. This one's on blue tone. Let me see if I can lay them side by side. Let's see. There we go. You can definitely tell there's a difference, can't you? I mean, they're both pretty, but I can definitely tell a difference. What do y'all think? Number 2 is the blue one. You like that one over the first one? Yeah, I'm liking it. I still will probably go and do videos on the other ones too. But I'm not going to keep everybody hanging while I decide what I'm going to do because I don't want to overtax myself today. I've been trying to do a video, I mean a live all week long. And I have just, I've either worked on the book or I've slept. It's been really rough. How long have I been on? Let's see if it tells me how long I've been on. Heck, I've been on over an hour. Been on 71 minutes. She does really look good though, doesn't she? Even though it's on the blue. I mean, I know it's different. Okay, my loves, what do y'all think? I think I am going to call it a day. It's an hour out of y'all's lives that y'all spent and gave to me, and I appreciate that very, very much. The blue makes it. She likes it. I've got two other toned ones to try. One's on a brown and one's on a green. I might try that just so we can get. And I drew the same picture on each one, and I'm using the same color so we can really see. I'm trying to learn these pan pastels. The one that does it really well is Dee Dee. If you can ever watch any of Dee Dee's stuff, she does some wonderful work. And look on her Instagram. It's crazy good what she does. Okay, I'm going to go for now. I'm going to hopefully be here on Saturday day to do part 2 of the Romantic Country, Second Tale, Midnight Moon. We're going to be working on the castles. Okay, Stephanie, be careful, honey. Make sure you're drinking a lot of water if you're out there burning and everything. Okay, everyone, Azumir, everybody that's here, thank you so very much for coming, and I appreciate it. And everybody have a wonderful, wonderful time. Thank you.